What's up, everybody? I'm out hiking out in the Aspen forest. Here, let me show you guys what I've stumbled across in the aspens up here, guys. Little makeshift little A-frame forest. What do they call it? Can't remember what they call it. An A-frame makeshift. That's what I think they call it. But anyway, it's any tree that's fallen over like this. You can make a good putting sticks like this guy did. Just like this. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys that real quick. I'm up in here, kind of just chilling up in this. And gonna read some Bible verses that my brother Jose did in his video. If I can get this to stay. I had it set up to where it would just stay. There we go. Alright, so hopefully it'll stay there. It is kind of windy. So I'm going to read the verses that Brother Jose had today. And he's having a hard time with people on YouTube too. Just like, I guess he's dealing with somebody that's claiming that they're Esther and I don't know, some crazy stuff. Kind of like what we're dealing with. People saying that they're God and Elijah and all this crazy stuff. So we're not the only ones dealing with false prophets and false people, you know, trying to claim that they're things that they're not. Like, none of us are Moses. There's only one Moses. There's only one Elijah. There's only one Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Anyway, now that that's out of the way. John chapter 6. Verse 1 through 14. After these things, Jesus went over the Sea of Galilee, which is in the Sea of Tiberias, and a great multitude followed him, because they saw his miracles which he did on them which were diseased. When Jesus went up into a mountain, and there he sat with his disciples, and the Passover, a feast of the Jews, was nigh. When Jesus then lifted up his eyes and saw a great company come unto him, he saith unto Philip, Whence shall we buy bread that these may eat? And this he said to prove him, for he himself knew what he would do. Philip answered him, 200 pennyworth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may take a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said unto him, There is a lad here which has 5 barley loaves and 2 small fishes. But what are they among so many? And Jesus said, Make the men sit down. Now there was much grass in the place, so the men sat down in the number of about 5,000. And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed to the disciples, and the disciples to them that were set down, and likewise of the fishes as much as they would. When they were filled, he said unto his disciples, Gather up the fragments that remain, that nothing be lost. Therefore they gathered them together, and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves, which remained over and above unto them that had eaten. Then those men, when they had seen the miracle that Jesus did, said, This is of a truth that prophet that should come into the world. So and 2 fishes, and said, Bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and 2 fishes. So again, this is about Jesus showing that, he's going to take care of the people. Even with only 5 loaves and 2 fishes, he was able to feed 5,000 people. And he says in verse 27, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. Okay, the next one is Luke, verse 9. Luke chapter 9, verse 13. But he said unto them, Give ye them to eat. And he said, We have no more. But so again, this is Luke as well, talking about the same situation. Okay, so the next one is 2 Peter chapter 2. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their precious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. So we're going to be tempted by these false prophets and stuff that are going to come out of the woods saying all this crap. Seems like everybody's getting attacked on YouTube anymore by people. And what's sad is some of them even say they're believers, and they attack. The one that's attacking Jose is saying he's Esther. She's saying she's Esther, and telling people to sell all their stuff and come to her place, and she's just using people and trying to get their money, and false teachers and stuff like that, and just such hate, and just we need to be able to discern and check people's spirits, of whether we should be listening to them or not, 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3 and 4. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned into fables. So they're merely just fables, because they're taking the Bible and they're using it to what they want, and not what they feel like God's will is. We want to steer clear away from the teachers that are false teachers. We don't want to be sucked into that. Matthew chapter 7, verses 18 through 20. And good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. We will know them by their fruits. So we're going to see that. Like, he saw how greedy this lady is, and how she's trying to get people to sell all their stuff and come to her safe haven just so she can use them on the land so she can get money to buy land for herself, saying that, and she's also proclaiming that she's Esther, and which is so foolish to me, to call yourself Moses or Esther or Elijah or Jesus. It's foolish. When you know better, you know you're a human being. None of us are Moses, Esther, let alone to be calling yourself Jesus and mocking Jesus and putting, have mercy on your souls. And I've just noticed that my brother Jose is struggling with the same thing but different people. Same thing, different people. So we're not the only ones struggling with these false deceivers. And there will be deceivers. And they're going to come out of the woodwork more and more and more and more and more. Because we are in those days. Okay, so John chapter 8. Verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it. He's the father of lies, guys. So we need to make sure that when we're listening to people, not only do we pray about who we listen to and what we're listening to about what they're saying, but we need to also go back to the Word, just like Mattis Yahoo and some other people I've been listening to say. Don't trust them. Don't put them on a pedestal. Don't put me on a pedestal. Don't put yourself on a pedestal. You know what I mean? Go to the Word and do your research and make sure that you're backing it up with the Word and not what somebody says, And I'm bad about, glorifying certain people in my life too, because I look up to people, I look up to people that I know God brought into my life, and I look up to people that I know that God brought, into my life. And it's but we got to make sure that we know who the real teacher is and always follow that, I want to show you guys how pretty the aspens are. I'm going to come out of this real quick. Since I got some more battery life left, I might as well walk up here and show you on top of this hill real quick, just for fun. It's not like there's anybody watching anyway. There's only like one person on here just now. I already read the Bible, guys. I don't know who's in here, but I already read the Bible and stuff. I'm just walking up this hill to kind of show you how pretty it is today. Who's in here anyway? Who's watching? One watcher. But they don't want to say who they are, huh? Anyway. There's a bunch of sage up here, guys. I love sage. Sage is a very good healing plant. I don't know how to use it as far as like if you were to use it to like for wounds or anything like that. I don't know if you can use it for that or not. But it smells really good, sage does. And it like if you just crumple it in your hand and then like put it up to your nose. It's like it just feels good to you just breathe it in. Sage is such a wonderful plant. But anyway, you guys can see how beautiful it is. You can see this beautiful hill right here. And the nice poofy real clouds. Real clouds, you guys. The beautiful aspen trees. Beautiful sage. You guys. Oh, you guys check it out. There's some deer loping around in the woods back here. I don't know if you can see them or not. They're way up in the aspens. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. Hi, Mattis. Thank you for stopping by. I already did my Bible read. I'm just out here enjoying the beautiful aspens and the meadow and the mountains, and wanted to show you guys. It's so pretty today, and it's nice and sunshiny, and the clouds are so pretty and real clouds, and they're not chemtrailing it out like it's a blue sky all the way around, you guys. So anyway, well, my battery's about to die, so I probably better go, but at least I was able to show you guys how pretty it is. I was able to do the Bible study, kind of waltz around in the aspens with me a little bit. So I enjoy doing it. Shalom, Mattis. Take care as well. So, go back down here to my A-frame makeshift, whatever they call it. I know I'm not calling it right. It's some kind of shelter that you can make in the woods. So guys, I hope you guys are having a glorious day. God knows that I'm having a glorious day. I love the aspens. You know why? Because check this out. Look at that, you guys. And if you get a really good spot, it looks even prettier. Isn't that pretty? Looking up at in the aspen. I love looking up in the aspens. It's one of my favorite trees, along with the pine tree. Just because the pine tree offers a lot of good things. It offers good fire starter. It's good firewood. It smells good. It's sturdy wood. You can make stuff out of it. Here's the shelter that I'm chilling in right now, that I was reading the Bible earlier. So anyway, that's probably about all the battery life I got, you guys. So here, I can show you the way I come from. My battery dies, it dies. Come from around this hill over around the corner here, probably about a mile around that corner, and I hiked all the way from up here, and then I come up here to these trees. But anyway, so that's kind of show you where I come from and how far I hiked. Didn't hike really a whole far ways today, but kind of. All right, love and peace, guys. Have a good evening, good day.